Well, I started MEVO back in 2008 with a group of my friends. We spent every day hiking at the Arapahoe Valley County Reservation, climbing trees, climbing rocks, swimming in lakes, and spending all of our time hiking throughout the woods.
Yeah, and we just fell in love with how beautiful it was, how beautiful the res was. You know, the trees, the rivers, everything. It was just so beautiful. So we were like, this is great. So we started going hiking more often.
We realized that the Arapahoe Reservation was a beautiful, beautiful natural place. We wanted to connect more people to this place and show them all the amazing sights and things that we had discovered.
And then, Eric had this idea that he started looking around, he started seeing trash and plastic bottles and whatnot all over the ground. And he was like, why is this? And we started, he started collecting them. And he comes to me with this idea one day. He's like, he starts quoting facts about, how many plastic bottles there are that'll never, that'll never biodegrade, and how much we've destroyed the environment over time, and he's quoting all these facts, and then he goes like, why don't we do something about that?
So we started MEVO with the goal to clean up the Arapahoe Reservation and engage more people in coming here and exploring the natural world.
Because he's like, we're hiking in the res, we're spending a lot of time outdoors because we love it, because it's beautiful, and here it is around us slowly being destroyed. So why don't we, who care, do something about it? And from then, I guess that was the very beginnings of what became MEVO.
Well, I got involved with MEVO when Eric sent a letter to the Environmental Commission of MAWA asking for some help to start a youth volunteer organization. And the chairman at that time brought it up at the meeting. This kid, sent this letter. And I said, oh, give me that letter.
My position is as a director and as the treasurer of MEVO, with proportionate responsibilities to undertake to be as helpful as I can in that position.
So I contacted Eric and we met, and he told me his plan, and we just started from there. And I said, yeah, let's go, let's do cleanups. And I scheduled them some cleanups in Lake Henry, and I believe the Botanical Gardens was one of your first cleanups that we did up in Ringwood, and it just snowballed from there.
I heard about MEVO because my grandson was involved in his school. He seemed to be a kind of a guy that got things done. He was kind of an all-around student. And of course, when I hear things like that, I become excited at the idea. This is my grandson. Look at what he's trying to do. Let me see where, how, when I can be helpful.
You just think it's a group of kids. Like, are they really going to work hard? When I was talking to people on the phone, they're like, well, it's a hard work cleaning up. We have a lot of stuff to do. They just assumed you're going to be lazy and not really want to get your hands dirty and all that, and prove them wrong time and time again.
I'm not surprised that it did move up as well as it did. In fact, it's way beyond my expectations for what he's done. And this is an excellent thing, and I'm all for it in every aspect. I only try to be as good at this as he is.
My favorite MEVO memory, or maybe just what stuck in my mind the most, was the cleanup on Stag Hill.
My favorite experience was in May of 2011. We were doing a trash cleanup in MAWA.
What I consider to be MEVO's first, very successful event was a cleanup of Winters Park, which is a park in MAWA.
One of the best stories I can tell you guys about would be back in 2009. When MEVO was volunteering at the Bear Mountain Trails project.
We were cleaning up the lake towards the top, and it was full of tires, and there was a couch, and we took some springs from the couch, linked them together, put a starter motor on the end and kept throwing it into the lake and pulling out tires.
And we were doing a really great job. We were cleaning up all this trash, and we were really seeing the impact of what a trash cleanup can do. And about halfway through the event, we came across 2 newborn baby deer, and it was like they were the cutest things on the planet.
There was one section of the woods. I remember we went in. There were these massive metal, like these plates of metal, like steel plates, rusted out like from God knows when, like in the middle of the woods, like not exactly close to the road. It's, you know, and it was a fun discovery and kind of an adventure. Like, whoa, where did these come from? How did they get here?
Tom, one of the crew leaders, had come over to us and he pointed out this very, 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 very long pipe, huge black construction pipe, and he tells us, you guys got to take that down to the bottom of the mountain, which is about a pretty steep and very, very far distance.
And, you know, nobody got wet, but that was one of my favorite memories.
And it just showed us what we were cleaning up the environment for, because they were the most magical, adorable things on the entire planet.
And then, let's get them to the truck. And because they were so big, it was like a kind of an awkward, it was awkward moving them from where we found them to the truck. And it was just, I don't know, it was a really fun experience. And like I said, that was MEVO's first, what I consider MEVO's first big adventure.
And we picked up this huge pipe. It must have been 25 feet long. And we started hiking down the trail with this massive pipe. And needless to say, within about like a minute of hiking with this thing, we all realized that this was just ridiculously difficult and heavy. And so that was quite an experience getting that all the way down the mountain.
MEVO changed my life. I mean, one day, you know, you're a student, you're not really involved in very much, you're just doing some activities or doing a lot of work, and then the next day you're outside in the wilderness cleaning up, you know, sewage area and making the world a better place. I mean, during my reign as coordinator of MEVO, we got, you know, MAWA, the school system, to start recycling better. We got the town to start recycling better. We got areas in the county to start using recycling in a better place. And we ended up getting more and more communities involved and participating in environmental awareness on the MEVO.
Well, it's getting a lot of people involved in the community. I think it brings a lot more pride to MAWA. I mean, people work on things in the town and they feel they take some pride in their work.
When I first started MEVO, I thought that this would be an experience to take up my high school career, and today, as I get ready to head off for college, I find myself still involved with MEVO and still, you know, planning to be involved with MEVO for the next couple of years.
Motivate yourself. Like I said, with MEVO, for me, it was this love of nature. It was this understanding that, you know, that what we're doing, or what the practice is, what industrialization is, and what we as a species are doing, is destroying the planet. And you know, when I would go for these hikes, you know, and I would see the beauty that's there, you know, the beauty that was being destroyed. That's what motivated me. That's what motivated me to work with MEVO.
And I saw its capacity to grow and really reach a lot of people, and today that is so reflective of my original intuition. MEVO has a huge reach among Bergen County, northern New Jersey, and even New York, and it's continuing to grow past my expectations.
If I could say anything to future volunteers, it would be just to get involved and stay involved. I mean, the best thing you can do is to give back to the community that has given a lot to you guys, and just enjoy it.
You know, I really see MEVO doing really great things. I mean, we're expanding to different towns. We have the Farm to Live going on. We're really involved in NYU.
Moving maybe beyond New York and New Jersey, and maybe, you know, taking it further. I don't know. The sky's the limit. I have no idea, you know. I really, really don't. I mean, there's so many things to do.
I mean, just in 2 years, we've gone from 275 members to over 1,500, and that alone is incredible. And at that rate of increase and that awareness, we could seriously make a difference in the community, and MEVO will be a name that people will know.
Today, I really have no idea where MEVO is going, because any expectation I had 2 years ago was completely overthrown by how big MEVO has grown, and anything in the future, you know, the sky's the limit.
I see MEVO in the future as a passionate group of environmental youth and college and high school students that are out making a difference in New Jersey and New York. Today we are active all throughout North Jersey and some parts of lower New York, and we definitely want to grow to fill the entire state with passionate MEVO volunteers. And I see us really just constantly growing and bringing in a lot more high school partners and colleges. Keeping up the momentum that we work with today and the volunteer work we're doing tenfold.